When investors see a company executive selling stock, the reaction is often immediate. Some assume the insider knows something negative. Others ignore it because executives sell shares for many normal reasons. The better approach is to read the filing carefully. Insider selling is not automatically a sell signal, but when it appears in SEC Form 4 filings, it can become a useful market signal if investors understand the context. SEC Form 4 reports changes in beneficial ownership by company insiders, usually officers, directors, and major shareholders. According to the SEC, Form 4 tells the public about insider transactions, including the amount purchased or sold and the price per share. In most cases, it must be filed within 2 business days after the transaction. The key is not just that someone sold shares. The key is who sold, how much they sold, whether the sale was planned, and how much ownership remains afterward. Start with the transaction code. Code S generally means a sale of securities. Code P means a purchase. Code M can mean an option exercise or conversion. Code F often appears when shares are withheld to cover taxes or exercise costs. This matters because not every disposition is the same as a discretionary open market sale. Next, look at size. A small sale by an executive who still owns a large position may reflect diversification, taxes, estate planning, or personal liquidity. But a large sale that meaningfully reduces the insider's exposure deserves closer review. Investors should compare the shares sold with remaining holdings, past behavior, and recent stock movement. Timing also matters. Selling after a strong rally may be normal profit taking. Selling shortly before weak earnings, lower guidance, or operational trouble may raise more concern, especially if the sale was not part of a prearranged plan. That brings us to Rule 10b 5-1 trading plans. These plans allow insiders to arrange trades in advance when they are unaware of material non-public information. The SEC has strengthened disclosure around these plans, including requirements for Form 4 and Form 5 filers to identify transactions intended to satisfy Rule 10b 5-1 conditions. Planned sales should be interpreted differently from sudden, unexplained sales. A real example is Elon Musk's Tesla stock sale in December 2022. A Tesla Form 4 showed Musk, Tesla's CEO, director, and 10% owner, selling shares across December 12th, 13th, and 14th. The filing listed transaction code S repeatedly and showed roughly 21.995 million shares sold through the Elon Musk Revocable Trust. Based on the weighted average prices in the filing, the sale was worth about $3.58 billion. That filing did not prove anything by itself about Tesla's future, but it was market relevant because of the size, Musk's role, Tesla's volatility, and broader questions around his financing needs after the Twitter acquisition. The signal was not simply insider sold. The signal came from combining Form 4 data with surrounding facts. A different example is Amazon. In its 2023 annual report, Amazon disclosed that Jeff Bezos, founder and executive chair, adopted a Rule 10b 5-1 trading plan on November 8, 2023, to sell up to 50 million Amazon shares through January 31st, 2025. Reuters later reported that those shares were worth about $8.6 billion at the time of disclosure. This was a large sale, but the context was different because it was prearranged, and Bezos remained a major shareholder. So how should investors use Form 4? First, identify the insider's role. Second, read the transaction codes. Third, check whether the transaction was under a 10b 5-1 plan. Fourth, compare the sale with remaining ownership. Fifth, look for patterns. One small sale may mean little. Several senior insiders selling large amounts around the same period may deserve more attention. The most important rule is this: insider selling is a signal, not a conclusion. Form 4 filings help investors ask better questions. Is the insider reducing exposure? Is the sale planned or unusual? Is it part of a broader pattern? Does it match what the company is saying in earnings reports and risk disclosures? To track these filings efficiently, investors need a reliable source. SEC filing data gives investors access to SEC filings, including Form 4 insider purchases, sales, ownership changes, and historical trading patterns. For anyone analyzing insider selling, secfilingdata.com can be used as the ultimate source for finding, filtering, and reviewing Form 4 filings.